we talk about the importance of taking steps, about moving forward, about taking action. And Unity Church of Overland Park is really ready to move forward and to take action. And there's some action that we are taking. And I just want to thank each and every one of you that's here today, because you have shared your input with me, with the board, about some action to be taken. And we're ready to take the next step. And so I'm going to invite Alan Carl, the president of the board, and Staci Cross, the vice president of the board, to come up.
So quiet. Wow. Well, welcome to the lull between the playoffs. How many saw the frog up here? We're going to ask Bob to have that frog come in for an interview. Seriously, Staci, you ready?
I'm ready. All right, so we would like to share with you our journey and the conclusion to the senior minister search process. So, we want to take a look at the big picture at first. Okay, so as you fully understand, there's more to being a lead senior minister at one of the largest flagship ministries in Unity than what you see on Sunday mornings. The senior minister carries the very tangible responsibilities of managing a part-time, full-time staff, of managing this very large facility, this very large building, and all the things that go into making it run smoothly. And then, of course, dutifully managing the $1 million plus annual budget that is 100% derived from your generous contributions. So there is a lot of responsibility that is carried there. And then there are the intangible responsibilities that person carries with them all the time. Holding prayerfully the consciousness of this community and where it's going, and that never leaves a senior minister, and any of the ministers for that matter. And then just being very present about how to guide and direct the church in the best way possible for everyone. So this really requires a deep level of strength and maturity that can hold and stand the test of time. So just reflecting back, starting in May of last year, since then we received 10 applications for the senior minister position for this church. And after a dozen or more kind of one-on-one interviews with several ministers out there, we determined that there were two that shared the vision of this church, and that was Reverend Nancy Aristoglio and Reverend Brandon Eagle. And hopefully you were able to see their tryout weekends back in November. There was a third candidate that we were in a great deal of talks with during the holidays. But that minister decided that there was still work to be done in his present position. So after the first of the year, the board went into a deep level of discernment and conversation about what would be the best situation for our community. And Alan will share with you what that is.
We've come to a decision on what we feel is the most positive scenario for Unity Church right now. We feel we have one of the brightest new lights in the Unity movement right here in our church family. He's been an integral part. Who do you think I was talking about? He's been here since he was a boy. For some of us, that means he's still a boy. But he's grown into a dynamic minister right before our eyes. He just was ordained last June, and we want to provide him the very best possible path to ensure his success as a new minister. And so, we're promoting Reverend Brandon to the position of Minister of Spiritual Growth and Development. We don't feel he is just quite ready or equipped yet to step into the full responsibilities of the senior minister position. So we've developed a plan that will help him grow and gain the necessary experience he needs to do so. With this expanded position, Reverend Brandon will have a much larger role in the church while receiving valuable mentoring and guidance from Reverend Bob Barth. Brandon will work side by side, some of us call it attached to the hip, with Reverend Bob, who will teach him how to manage the many administrative functions in the air balls for this church. He will take business courses to better understand the financial workings and business aspects of this church community and business, while working towards specific goals that we're setting forth for him and targets to help him, again, become the best minister possible. He's going to be given the opportunity to create new types of services that broaden and grow our congregation, and he will be much more active on this podium on Sundays. Reverend Bob Barth, who has done this for a year here, will remain as our senior minister. From your response, he's just done an outstanding job, smoothly running the operations, but more importantly, really than anything, guiding us to new heights in growing our peaceful consciousness in depth of spiritual understanding. He has been and will remain our rock.
And we have promoted Reverend Jan Strumseth from part-time to full-time minister. Jan is very overjoyed about this. She's giddy. But no, it really is exciting to see her move into this role. So we just feel that with this new ministerial structure, that it's really going to help each of them thrive and really succeed with their best unique set of skills and consciousness. And we're just excited about the possibilities that are going to unfold and create new avenues for us to grow and develop as a spiritual community and to develop our own have pathways to develop our own spiritual growth. The board members will be around in the lobby in Harmony Hall afterwards if you have any questions.
This has been a journey. I don't know if many of you remember, but it was a year ago this Sunday that Robin Ferguson announced her resignation. This congregation, you have been so supportive. We can't thank you enough for your prayers, your support, your encouragement. What a place. Could I ask the board members, any that are here, to stand up? I'd like to acknowledge these people. Here we go. This process for searching for a new minister is closed. Get ready. This is wonderful. Thank you. Namaste.